Well, Ali, many congratulations. What a win. We saw the roar and the emotion at the end. Just talk us through the end of the match.
Yeah, I bet you've got loads to ask me, haven't you?
What do you think I want to ask you?
Go on, you go. You lead.
Well, tell us about the win first.
The win's great win. Got utmost respect for Ronnie in every way. What he's achieved in the game, he's under huge pressure, huge expectation. To beat him today is very special. But I'm only in the quarterfinals. Job's not done yet. So go home for a day or two and then come back, and the next match is going to be even harder.
But given your record against him in ranking events, obviously it's a significant moment in terms of the history, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was a different person then, you know, since pre-2012. Obviously, I've had the health issues, the cancer, my Crohn's and everything, and I honestly can't remember. It's almost like a part of my life that doesn't exist anymore, getting to 2 finals. I can't remember anything about it, whether I've subconsciously erased a lot of my memory because of obviously the torrid times I went through. I don't know, and I just thought, listen, I'm not intimidated by Ronnie like a lot of other players are. I've been through harder things than that in my life, and don't let myself down.
In terms of, I suppose, the match, the big talking point is going to be frame 19. I mean, was there a barge? What happened? How did you sit?
Well, there was a barge, wasn't there? But at the end of the day, you know, I'm walking to the table. He's walking away from the table. I was looking at the snooker table. I might have invaded his space, he might have invaded mine. It's heat of the moment stuff. There's not a load of room out there. We had a little shoulder barge and had a little laugh about it. But no, there's no malice there. Like I said, I've got every ounce in me of respect for Ronnie, so yeah.
So when he said to you, or he appeared to say to you on TV, that's because you're Mr. Angry, that was a joke. You took it as a joke.
I didn't take it as anything. He's obviously picking up my vibe. I'm not interested in Mr. Angry. I'm just there to win. You know, at the end of the day, I was putting it on him big time in this match, and Ronnie's very, very clever in all aspects. You've got to be as successful as what he has, and you know, it just put a bit of spice into it. But it's great to be involved, and it was great that it didn't derail me. It would have been easy for me to sort of sit back in my chair and think, oh God, you know, I better just be the little boy in the corner. No, it was my day today, and I'm delighted.
Do you think he was a little bit annoyed as well, even though he wouldn't say it a few moments ago? Do you think he was a little bit annoyed about those, everybody knows it's the Ronnie O'Sullivan show, those comments you made?
Do I think he was annoyed? Well, it is the Ronnie O'Sullivan show, isn't it? You know, but it was the Ali Carter show today. You know, he's achieved so much in the game. Like I say, I've got every respect for him. You know, we've known each other for a long, long time, and you know, we're both desperately trying to win out there, and today, like I've said, it was my day, so I'm delighted.
Because not wishing to harp on too much about it, but it was, in terms of those comments, I mean, it was going back to what appeared to be a spat about a dressing room, didn't it, when it was available for you to go into?
Yeah, that wasn't Ronnie's fault, by the way, the spat. It wasn't a spat, it was just the fact that you guys were interviewing him for hours, like you do, and I've turned up for my match and everyone else's dressing room is ready and mine isn't, and because Ronnie's still occupying the dressing room, that's not his fault. He doesn't know he's doing that. He's here talking to you, being, you know, giving you guys what you want and need. You know, so I just made a comment. It's more to World Snooker really that that comment was made towards, but you know, if you want to read that into it, then you know, I can't do anything about that.
So as far as you're concerned, frame 19, stuff and nonsense, heat of the moment, move on.
Oh, definitely. You know, how can, you know, Ronnie's achieved everything in the game. He's a absolute master. But today, it had to be my turn sooner or later, and today it was.
Can you go on and win it now?
I'm not thinking about that. Obviously, I'm still in it, so I can still win it. But my job is to pot the ball and get on the next ball, and I'm not looking any further than that.
Okay. Ali, on this TV, it appeared intentional barrage, and the comment you said about that's because Mr. Angry makes it sound intentional. Is that a bit of a liberty if it was?
Mr. Angry, did he barge me or did I barge him?
Yeah,
or was it?
It appeared that he barged you.
Right.
The comment makes it seem like it was premeditated intentional.
I think it may be, maybe not. It's heat at the moment. He will do anything he can to win, you know, and so will I. You know, he barged me, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to be bullied by anyone. I've been through a lot in my life, and I've been through a lot harder things than a shoulder barge from someone. And if I was going to fall over and, you know, roll on the floor, then that's not me as a person. It can't be me. It's impossible.
Ali, he said he barged you because you barged him earlier.
Did I?
That's what he said.
Oh, right. Well, it's tit for tat then, isn't it? Happy days.
Do you think it went too far today?
No, not at all. He didn't exactly headbutt me, did he, and put me on the floor. So it didn't go too far at all. It was it's heat at the moment. Look, the crucible's very tight. It's very packed in there. I was walking to the table, he was walking away. We brushed shoulders, and that's all there is to it. There's no malice from me.
Dennis Taylor on commentary said he'd never seen anything like that in 40 years here.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think
I think.
it's time to spot you, right?
No, of course not. You know, it's we're playing we're gentlemen. Ronnie's just come up to me backstage and shook my hand and wished me all the best. When he shook my hand at the end of the match, he wished me all the best. When he's turned me over time and time again, I've shook his hand and wished him all the best. And I wish him every success in the world. And he probably does. He does for me too. So that's the end of it.
What did he say when he congratulated you?
He just said, "Well done, Al. Look after." He said, "Look after yourself." When he shook my hand, you know, and said, "Look after yourself. Well done." And then back there, he said, "Really well played. Well done, Ali."
What did you say about
I said, "Thanks very much, Ron."
give him a badge?
I don't think so. Do you?
I know you both used to practice together and we're in the same area. Do you think you'll be going for a drink or anything anytime soon?
Yeah, maybe. You know, he's got my number and I've got his. No, look, we're competitors. You know, I'm not interested in being friends with anyone on the tour. To be quite honest, I'm interested in coming away and doing the best I can for myself and my family, and that's the end of it.
Ali, we're waiting to see if it'll be Mark Williams or
Yeah.
Robert Milkins next. Can I just have your thoughts on the prospect of playing Mark Williams?
Very tough match, every bit as tough as Ronnie O'Sullivan. You know, I've probably got a little bit more expectation on me in that match, which is going to bring about its own set of pressures. But, you know, I'm going to get home now and just relax for a day or two and then come back up and clock back in at 2:30 on Tuesday.
What do you make of the season that Mark has had? I mean, everybody's talking about the renaissance in his career.
Well, both Ronnie and Mark have had awesome seasons. They've cleaned up, won loads of tournaments. They're almost rejuvenated in the sport, you know, and to, you know, to still be here you know, after 25 years as pros and still picking up tournaments is unbelievable. And to be involved after what I've been through in my life, to still be competing and playing against them, and I've been a pro a little while now, as we all know. I've achieved a bit in my career. Maybe I'd have achieved a bit more or a bit less if I hadn't been ill, who knows. But, you know, today's my day and I'm delighted.